Y'all, I'm back with another Bravo video. I am splitting this video up in two parts because I have a lot to talk about. It's been so much going on. Different housewives, reunions, new seasons, Bravocon. It's been so much going on with the Bravo world this week. So this is part one of this week in Bravo, and then we're gonna have part two coming tomorrow. So part two is now 11:55 p.m. It's about to be midnight. So part one is gonna come in a couple, not even a couple hours, like 2 hours, because after I'm gonna edit, and then part two is gonna come later on tomorrow, Monday. So stay tuned for that one. Definitely check it out when it's up. But yes, we're gonna get into what's going on in Bravo, y'all. Let's get into it. To be or not to be, not. So I told you guys I want to be more consistent here on this channel. If you guys don't know, I have two other channels here on YouTube. I have my fashion channel, Bria Van Kooten, and I have my music channel, Bria Loves Music. I will link both of those channels down in my description box. But yes, this is probably my least, I said this is my least consistent channel. This is the least I post, so I want to be more consistent and post more on this channel. So yeah, we're here with another one. First things first, on today's video we're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion part one. Part one just passed this past Wednesday, and I definitely enjoyed it. Of course, this is only part one, so it was just the beginning of the mess. We're definitely going to get into way more. Let's see what happened in part one. First of all, we brought in Jamie Lee Curtis, which, okay, Jamie Lee, that's my girl. I've watched multiple of her movies. We know who she is, but it's like, did we need a Halloween promo during the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Like, that's what it was given. It was given very much Halloween end promo. Of course, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis is in Halloween. And then, of course, you know, Kyle is in it. And then she brought them pumpkins with, like, their face on it. I was like, baby, like, we didn't even need that segment. We wasted time. We need to get into the Beverly Hills mess. All right. So we wasted time with that segment, but whatevs. Of course, Jamie Lee said her being on Beverly Hills definitely helped with her charity. So that's a great thing. We love that. We love helping with charity. So I love that for her. But yeah, what else happened on this reunion? Of course, we brought up Garcelle's son, Jax, with him being taunted and having racial slurs and things thrown at him, which was the craziest thing that Garcelle said was, oh, luckily your father is white or you would have had a knee on your neck. Like, I was like, because I did not see that tweet. That's one I did not see. So I was like, what? That is sick. Sick. And to send that to a 14-year-old. And then Garcelle, she says she's having it investigated to know who the bots were bought by. So, and it's supposed to be coming out tomorrow. So I'm like, ooh, I really want to know who's behind it, because that is crazy. Of course, she thinks it's somebody on the cast. Directly, Diana, she's told Diana, yes, I thought it was you. And then the thing of Diana to say, oh, she wanted Garcelle to make Jax delete the post, take her name out, and then post it again. Like, who does that? Like, and then it would have looked fake and concocted. And then, but like, he's 14. He's not thinking to take your name out. Like, he's posting what he sees. Like, I can't. And I hate to bring race into it, but the the entitlement of some of the white women that I see on these shows is so crazy. It's so sickening. Like, it's really crazy. Especially because Diana was not born with money. She got money in her life. So the fact that she was born without money and now she's acting like this is like, girl, like, remember where you came from, you know? That's why I can't mess with her. Like, I don't care for her. I'm happy she was home. I'm happy she stayed home, because she would have got that ass ate up. Like, she lucky she was not in the studio, because Garcelle was ready for her. The way Garcelle even turned at Kyle, about to go off on Kyle. Well, not about to. She went off on Kyle. I was like, yes. And Garcelle still be holding back, because she just doesn't want to get the angry black woman title. Because if Garcelle goes in on these women, she will annihilate them. Like, she really holds back so much, because she don't want to get that title. Because as soon, even if she gets a little loud, it's, oh, Lisa especially, she'll be like, oh, you're so angry. Like, And Garcelle be so calm. She just raises her voice a little bit. Like, we've seen these women get crazy. Erica, Lisa, we've seen them yell and go off. And then as soon as Garcelle's voice raised a little bit, it's like, woo! Like, this bitch is shaking the table. Like, I'm like, y'all are ridiculous. Even for Lisa to say Kathy Hilton had her hiding in a room scared. Kathy Hilton abused her. Like, are you kidding me, Lisa? Are you kidding me? Like, the way you yelled at that table at Kim and threw the glass at her, like, all that, like, you don't think that was crazy? You don't think that was crazy a couple episodes ago when you yelled at the table for the homeless, not toothless, charity? Like, she yelled, literally was yelling at that table. Like, you don't think that was bad? Like, girl, nobody is believing you. Nobody is listening to you. Even at Bravocon, like, they was cheering Kathy on, they was cheering Garcelle on, and Lisa looked salty. Salty. But yes, that was pretty much it so far at the reunion. Of course, with everything that I'm talking about today, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, you know, follow me on my social medias. But yeah, what else? I'm trying to think of anything else. Okay, yeah, we talked about Crystal a little bit. I don't know. I just don't really care for Crystal. Like, I didn't care for her last season, and I was surprised she even came back this season, honestly. Like, I don't know. Something about her I just don't really care for. I don't dislike her, but I just don't care for her, you know? It's like, she's there. Okay, whatever. But yeah, so the next thing I want to talk about is Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which comes on the same night as Beverly Hills. And they are still on their cash trip to Arizona. The last episode was so crazy. Like, this is why I love Salt Lake City, because it's so unhinged. It's so crazy. You don't know what you're going to get. There be so much going on in one episode. And this last episode was really Looney Tunes. It was crazy. It was insane. A lot was just going on. Like, I'm in my head right now, I just see a bunch of women just running around and yelling because it was just a mess. A mess. I miss Mary so much. One of the most unhinged housewives ever to ever grace our screens. Her, Katie Ross, unhinged, okay? But I miss Mary. But the one thing that's standing out to me is basically, what's her name? Whitney. Oh my god, it was a lot, because Whitney, she gets real drunk and then she starts like blabbering and going off. So she's basically telling Lisa that Meredith brought up the rumors about her sleeping with men for Vita or to get jazz tickets front row. And Heather is hilarious. She's like, you don't do that for jazz tickets, like you do that for Lakers. Like, I love Heather. But the crazy thing is, Meredith did bring up these rumors, yes, but Whitney went in. Like, Whitney detailed what she heard. Meredith did never detail. She said, I heard that Lisa does this, but she didn't go into details about it. Whitney went into details, but she's not saying that she went into details. She's putting it all on Meredith. And Meredith is like, no, girl. Because, you know, my girl is an attorney. She's a lawyer. She got that law degree. So Meredith knows how to say things and swing things in a way that is so meticulous and so good. And you just sit there like, ooh, she's eating, right? And then she pulls up in the corset with the I Love New York hat. And then in the confession with the I Love New York mug. Like, there's the subtle shade. I live. So that part, I'm definitely gonna blame on Whitney. And then her and Heather got into it at the end because she's saying that Heather was sitting there at the basketball game with them. And Heather's like, I do not remember hearing that. And you think, this is how I knew Heather wasn't lying. Because she said, you think if I knew that, I wouldn't love this? Because I would love this news about Lisa, which is true. Because, you know, her and Lisa didn't get along. So she would have loved to hear this tea about Lisa. Like I said, it was a lot going on. One thing about it, the Salt Lake City, all of them, the housewives, they clock in, okay? There's not one housewife that doesn't give you something. They all give you something, okay? So the next thing I want to talk about is the Real Housewives of Potomac. I wanted to be here last week to do episode 1. Unfortunately, I couldn't be here, but today I'm going to talk about episode 1 and 2. So let's get into the Potomac ladies. What has been going on? So we know, let's go through each woman. Giselle, she finished her house. She's finishing her house. Outfits are still tacky. That's my girl though, okay? I really like Giselle. I really love Giselle, but that, you gotta be honest, the outfits are not it, and we all know. Even tonight at Bravocon, you know, the shade was thrown at the Dubai girl saying that her outfits are bad. So when the other franchises know that your outfits are bad, it's real. All right. So yeah. Then we have Candace. She's doing IVF. Her and Chris got into it in the car, but I'm happy for her and her IVF journey. She's freezing her eggs because she's like, I don't want to be forced into having a baby right now. She want to have eggs, which I love and I stand, and I'm here for it. And then we have Robin. What's going on with Robin? The wedding. If you know me, you know I really don't care for Robin. She kind of got me in this episode too, because Giselle brings up that Chris like made her feel uncomfortable, and then Ashley brings up that she thought Chris was trying to like flirt with her, and Robin literally stuck up for Chris. It was like, no, y'all need to stop. So she I was on her side in this episode, but I don't care for Robin. I don't care for her. But then we have the Grand Dame. We have Karen Huger. Yes, Karen. That's my girl. Y'all already know. If you don't know, now you know. But Karen, they had a picnic in the park. It was Karen, Giselle, Robin, and Ashley. They were asking Ashley about her divorce to Michael, which doesn't sound like a divorce because an LLC to buy a house, and Uncle Lump is like, what are you doing? Like, I'm always on Uncle Lump's side because he be looking at her like, girl, what is wrong with you? Leave this man alone, please. Then Karen had her springtime party at the end of the episode, which turned into a mess because then Giselle gives Wendy the cold shoulder, which was hilarious. Girl, don't touch me. And then at the end, she runs over to Mia to say, this is what cancer looks like, non-cancer, no cancer. I'm like, no. One thing about it, Giselle's gonna clock in, okay? But, yeah. So Mia has that whole storyline going on. I just wish she didn't put, like, a name on it, because it's like she doesn't know if she has cancer, but she keeps, like, saying the cancer thing, the cancer. I'm like, stop putting that on yourself, you know? You don't want that on you until you know that it's true or not. I don't know, I just feel like she shouldn't have even said anything until she knew what it was. I don't know, that's just me. I wouldn't have said a thing, I wouldn't have posted anything on social media until I knew if it was cancer, if it wasn't. Like, if it wasn't, you'd be like, I had this scare and I thought, blah, blah. But to, like, have this, like, limbo of, like, is it not? I just don't care for that. Yeah. So, yeah, that was Potomac. Tonight's episode, like I said, they talked about Chris, which is crazy because I'm like, Chris, no. He definitely not trying to be with y'all. Like, come on. Chris, he pulled Giselle aside like, we're cool. Like, you're my sister. Like, we're cool. I could talk to you, not to make you feel uncomfortable. Like, Giselle, like I said, I like Giselle. That's my girl. But she's pulling this storyline out of thin air. It's not even a storyline. She's pulling this out of thin air because it's like, Chris is not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. He thinks y'all are cool. Y'all are friends. He's friendly. We can have a conversation. It's not going to be anything crazy. Same as with Ashley. It's like, oh, you should have been here. No, it's not like, oh, I want to be with you. It was oh, y'all over there? No, y'all should have came into the W. Not, oh, to be with me. It's like, oh, y'all over there? Oh, y'all at the Hyatt? Y'all should have came to the W. Like, it was more of like, y'all should have came here to have fun, not be over there. And then Candace said he's trying to, like, revamp because he's the general manager. So, promo for him. You're bringing a housewife, the cameras, all of that to him. That's promoting his stuff. So, it's like, for y'all to insinuate and say this man is making you feel uncomfortable or trying to be with you or something is like... But yeah, that's Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm excited for the rest of the season. I'm excited to see what the girls are giving. I love the Potomac girls. If you don't know now, you know how I feel about them. Those are my girls. For real, for real. Okay. So yeah, the next thing that I want to talk about before we end this video and move on to part 2 of the video, I want to talk about the Married to Medicine finale and reunion trailer. I'm gonna watch the trailer here with you guys. I'm gonna talk about the finale, which was tonight. So they ended off the trip. What's the place? I forgot the place right now, but they're in the cabin. This is the last episode of this is the finale. They feel like the season went by so fast. Like when they said finale, I was like, what? Already? That's I love Married to Medicine. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna miss my girls. But yeah, we ended off the trip. We thought it ended off good, but then, you know, we had to go to, Contessa and Heavenly squashing their beef. You know, Heavenly, she's gonna put her foot in her mouth. And then all hell broke loose. I don't even know why we had to talk about that. We could have just left it how it was. Like, that didn't need to be fixed. Because Heavenly's going to keep bringing it up. And Contessa's going to keep being like, stop talking about my husband and my family when she talked about it. Yes, okay, she did talk about it. So it's like, you talked about it on the show. And then now this season is like, oh, we're happy, we're great. Okay, like, I get people change, people move on. But it's like, when you say, oh my God, my husband did this, my husband did that, my husband, and we're seeing it, and we're hearing you talk about it, it's like, to hear Heavily talk about it is like, it's not news, because we've seen you talk about it, and we've seen it on the show, you know? But she just needs to leave it alone. Just don't even say anything, don't bring it up. If Contessa said, don't talk about my husband and my family, just let it go. Let it be, let her go on, and that's really it for me. So yeah. What else? Yeah, let's watch the trailer. Let's see the trailer for the reunion for next Sunday. Like I said, comment down below. Let me know what you think of anything I have talked about in this video. But yeah, let's get into this trailer, y'all. See, that's why I had to split this video up in 2 parts, because it's already 19 minutes. And I'm still talking about this part 1. So let's watch this trailer, y'all. Alright, Simone with the crop top. Not knockout, drag out.
Spaces, please. For everything that every girl has ever said about me. Good. What happened on the street before? Heavenly was acting up.
Why they got my girls in trailers though? Like, why they not inside?
Jessica came in here trying to attack me.
You
talk shit on social media, but when it's time to talk, you have nothing to say. Protect my children. Have a good reunion.
Now, she don't want the smoke with Contessa. I'm sorry, no. Because Contessa would be her ass. Just because I know Contessa would be her ass. That's it. Like, Heavenly got a lot of mouth. But I feel like Contessa could throw them hands, alright? We already know. We see Contessa the body. And she was in the military. So, we know she gonna get down. I already know. Not Toya and Contessa being in the same trailer.
That's my husband. When other people don't have husbands, they're not. And did. Wow. And Red Tea to check their asses out at the cash register. No.
Hey, not check them out the cash register. I love her dramatic ass. Like, that's my girl, okay? Miss Quad is my girl. Season 1, episode 1. I don't care.
Woo, here we go.
Tonight we're calling.
All right, bang.
Stay ready until you ain't gotta get ready, as Quad said.
3-part reunion.
3 parts. Okay, let's go.
You are not my friend. You knew who the did it. No. Yes.
Ooh.
So, yes, Toya is cheating, but we just had the wrong man.
Ooh.
Y'all just like, I don't say anything.
Who here doubts Heavenly and Damon have sex every day?
Both hands up, girl.
You gotta do it. So your dick gets bigger? Yeah. Wow. Any plans?
I don't be wanting to hear nothing Curtis has to say. I don't know, something about him is just cringy to me.
And becoming the next Drake?
I'm talking to
Lord.
trees and ocean breeze. I'm here. I do not. Mary Mint? I have actually taken a polygraph test.
She's so dramatic.
Well, I have something for you.
Do you think Toya had anything to do with the break-ins?
She had knowledge of it.
What you got against us?
I have nothing against you
Then
guys.
quit talking about us.
Come on, Eugene. Because one thing about it, Eugene is gonna go off. He gonna stick up for his wife. Make no mistake about it. He don't play that when it comes to Toya Bush. Harris, all right? But now, Contessa is beautiful, okay? I just need her to get a stylist and get it together, and she will be that girl for real. what up? I don't even know what to say. I'm ready. I'm ready for the reunion. I'm ready to see what it's about to get into. This is part 1, like I said. Stay tuned for part 2. I will link it in the cards and I will link it in the end screen of this video. We're going to talk about more Bravo things in the next video, so stay tuned for that one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Of course, let me know your thoughts so we can chat. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on my social medias at Bria Van Kooten and at Discussion the Show. Go check out my previous videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love,